stage, Teresa Jane.
This is nice, wireless, hands-free. I was thinking maybe if I could just kind of put it up here, be totally hands-free, but it'd be enough said. No words needed. Yo, I'm going to do about a 5-minute impression of a stand-up comedian. Starting now. I've been living in California. I'm glad to be back in the South. Coming down from Asheville, just been kind of wicking it in my thong underwear. But coming down from Asheville, I shaved my beard. There's nowhere to wick it to. Just gross. I heard that Obama was here today. The answer was Raleigh. That's pretty cool. I asked him to pet me, because really what I am, I'm just a disappearing member of the middle class. So my advice to all of you is, come get this while you can. It was good to grow up in the lower part of the middle class because I couldn't afford any of the diagnoses. I couldn't afford to be diagnosed as ADHD, hyperactive, none of that. But I figured throughout my life that I would just go with autism light. And next year I think they're going to be coming out with some autism zero. I'm going to be the first to like that stuff. Really what I do is I'm like a learning to crawl stand-up comedian, but what I've been doing is landscape architecture. And in Missouri, I don't have to have a license to call myself a landscape architect. But I'm not going to live in Missouri. California, I call myself a landscape designer, because that's legal. And now that I'm back in North Carolina, because the economy is so good, I get to arrange the lettuce on the table at the restaurant. But it's fun because I get to mess with those people. And I'm back in the South. There is more obesity in the South. That's just a fact. So I come up to the table and say, hey, you gonna do a little more diet do? Hold the mountain? Or say, hey, can I get you a to-go box for your excess breast? You can take it home and put it with your muffin top. Because that's just mean. Tips. Some tips. What I miss about landscape architecture is all the cool botanical profiling I got to do. I got to choose which plant's going to stay on this side of the track, which plant's going to stay on the other, which ones to rip out at the roots. People always would call me, just because I like the ones with the purple balls hanging out, they would accuse me of being botanist. So now, I feel like I'm kind of more of an apologetic type. Like, I've offended a few people being up on stage because it's just kind of like what happens. You just kind of are stupid at the beginning. And you think everything you say is cool and you can just rag on people and everybody's going to go, oh yeah, that's cool. So I want to just apologize for a few things. I'm sorry, my friend Matt spells his name with one T. He gets walked all over. I'm sorry that your desk lamp has been used on a table that's been served food before. I'm sorry that Kwanzaa never really took off. I'm sorry that people talk shit, and they shit plants and animals. I'm sorry that comedy doesn't take place where the body of Christ is served up as saltines and juicy juice. Because that shit's funny. Reference to other comedian. High five on that, West Virginia. And I'm sorry that job is really a 4-letter word. Like, 4-letter words are bad. The reason it's three-letter word is because your boss told you to amputate and you followed directions. My name's Teresa Jane. I'm not Jewish, but I do appreciate a good challah. Thank you.
Teresa Jane, everybody. This next guy coming to the stage, I've seen him in many, many clubs. He literally wrote